Okay, this is sober. Welcome back, guys. Today I woke up a little tired. I just got done streaming yesterday, so I will be uploading the clips of what was going on. And yeah. And I need to work on it a little bit better. But anyway, today is pretty much telling you that modern technology is the key to an advanced improvement. Anything you create, anything, you are meant to create stuff. We're not meant to be stationary. Now, it's the thing is that creation actually good for us or is it bad for us? It's all independent. There's creations that are good and there's creations that are bad. You know, I don't care what any primal person says. The ability to have a house, you know, your little ant, your little Lakers, whatever, that's pretty good. It connects to tribal, you know. And then I would say weapons too. That connects to tribal, but, you know, it's more modern. Anything that relates to that is good. Now, the most powerful thing that we always have is related to tribal. I don't care what any primal person says. Oh, be primal this, be primal that. Cars, the way they were invented, and having transportation with a plane is far better than just walking or whatever. Because you look at the nature documentaries, they can't even go that far. And the risk and everything. And modern civilization is actually really good for us. The only thing is it's us humans need to learn how to balance it or control it. Now, literally, natural nature selection is the key. We have such a good life that primal people, even with their best genetics, people who had like elite genetics, would be jealous of us. But even of like the people who had like really worse genetics. The thing is just right now we have why people still choose the better and whatever of the genes. It's natural selection. That's all it is. So evolutionary sense, everything will always change in the evolutionary because it's progression and everything. But there is hardcore biological principles that will always stay probably to the end of times. And you're literally our key traits of a human nature and species is adaptation. And we are not very fully animalistic. We're half kind of, I would say, or 40% or 30%. But we're mostly just we're conscious creatures that can tell our needs, very smart, very intelligent. It's way less animalistic where we wouldn't know. And it's undetected. So, what I'm getting at is just because when I was younger, I cared so much about pretty much, what is it? I cared about what is it, learning how to fight. Now, learning how to fight can be good. It's good for the health. It's good for the brain if you're just training it. But I wanted to compete. I wanted to get really good because I felt like in my head that it would be best. You know, it would be best. Now, the thing is, when you show ring fight compared to street fight, and the thing that sucks is it kind of... Up close, I'm not saying you shouldn't learn. But it's also like, you know, you're spending your time and years of doing this. You got to think about like realistic. Like, am I going to really be doing these movements? Is it really best for me? Or am I going to want to go professional in it? So everything that you do, you should be doing in this in an intention, in a realistic attention state. If you think that you're going to just become a fighter and whoop everybody's ass and be like, oh yeah, I just become a professional, I can take on anybody. That's not how it works. A professional fighter cannot take down someone who has a gun that's like 10 feet away from them. If he wants to pull the trigger, the fighter is dead, realistically. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Now, if the fighter's close, maybe they can do something. It worked for Kevin Holland and Justin Gaethje, clearly. But not all the times. I've seen videos where a fighter has got into a street fight and a guy had a knife and he went for a hook, miss, and then the guy to the neck and he died. on video. There is, when someone has a weapon or someone has it, it brings up, like, it makes it so unfair for the other person. Like, realize, like, just really think about it. You spent all your years of training for fucking what? So pretty much what I'm getting at in life is, like, there's certain things that are just like, is it real? You gotta really think and be like, is it worth it? You're gonna spend a majority of your life just to get what? Like, in life, we should be opportunists and look for the best things for us and be realistic. And plus, when you train fighting, you ultimately, and people won't want to talk about it, but get some type of brain trauma. It is very normal. It comes with the sport. And those are the repercussions do you want to face. And I'm not kidding. Like, so I have a systematic where I pulled a scale of 1 through 10 of what's, worrisome, what's the danger, what is all this. And if you really have love for the sport, I'm not telling anybody to not do anything. It's like bodybuilding. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life or whatever. If you really love it, go ahead and do it. But think about the realism of it and the precautions and like all that. Also, not just that, we have literal police officers. If you're getting assaulted, you don't need to fight it out. Get a police officer, Or, I guess if you do learn how to fight, maybe take them to the ring. But majority of times, learning how to fight is, which I don't want to sound like clavicular because he said it was cope and he's been getting his ass pinned recently. But it's a bit unnecessary, I don't think you need to do that. Also, just like I don't think you need to be a superhuman being. I think you just need to be as healthy as possible, look as good as possible, and then maintain a balanced life, and then have other people to help you out. And then another key thing, you won't need to know how to fight if you just avoid it. Fighting is dangerous, guys. Even if it's in a stable environment or just, just a street fight, like literally just fists. It is such a dangerous environment. No one wants to know what it's like to get knocked out. I've never been knocked out, but no one wants to know what it's like to get hit in the solar plex or a body shot, and stuff like that. I've been hit there. Your body goes into a paralysis state that you cannot move. When I got hit by a body shot, a liver shot, I couldn't move. My body just gave up on me. Like, it hurt so bad that my vision started going away. Like, you start to see shit, like your body changing in real time. It's not a joke. So when I'm telling people fighting is really not that worth it, stay away. And sometimes, you can't avoid it. If you can't avoid it, human nature relies on dirty fighting to make up the fair game. It is what it is. And your point in life, when you're fighting in street, is not to play fair or do the match or whatever, because they're trying to get it to the most real. MMA is trying to get it to the most extreme before it goes to the real extreme where you can kill someone, like elbowing on the head like this, bah, bah. Or eyeball poke, or a bunch of other things, or kick to the nuts. That's what I'm getting at. So it's all about realistic. Be realistic with yourself. Be realistic with this. Be realistic about having a bunch of cars or whatever, or having a sports car or whatever. Let's be realistic. I mean, if you can do it, go ahead. But even then, it's just do you want to go through all that papers, trying to maintain it, the more annoyance of it. I feel like in life you should aim for the best, but don't make it where it's not obtainable. Because when you go to the extreme high point where it's not obtainable, everything starts to become miserable. and then you start to question your ability. But it's not really your ability. It's just no one will be able to obtain it because it's just not natural. It's too much for anybody. So it's just look at stuff like that, you know. And it's just like jobs, you know, when you're doing certain jobs where it's just like you got to think to yourself, is it worth it? Are the machines going to be able to do it or do it better than me? Then don't go into those jobs. I think we need to do careers or jobs that are human for human and that no other jobs like AI or machines can do. But that's just me, because I feel like if you do just do the machines, the truck driving or whatever, I'm not hating on them. I have a family member who does them. But matter of time where I will go extinct, or it's just like that is the most like it's just I could see it not being an enjoyable or a thing that sucks or misery. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.